Hello everybody. Good morning. Welcome back to another daily vlog. I came out here with Layla because it feels so nice outside. We've had such nice weather the last couple days. We have a ton of stuff to get done today, and it's already like 10 o'clock. I've had a hard time getting moving. I feel worn out. So the last time I vlogged was Saturday. I didn't vlog yesterday, Sunday, because honestly, I was so worn out after Saturday. We went to church. I did children's church. We came home and I crashed. I hadn't unpacked the suitcase for the kids. We've done nothing. And it's been much needed. I was so worn out after such a busy weekend. But now we're officially in school starting week. The kids start school on Thursday. We have something just about every day until school starts. So I'm kind of overwhelmed a little bit. Today we're going to try to get the house put back together after suitcases being out and the weekend and everything. So I've got some laundry going. I'm going to unpack the kids' suitcases. We need to go through some of the clothes, especially Lucy's, that we haven't gone through her drawers in a while and gotten rid of stuff that doesn't fit or worn out or whatever. We're going to do some reorganization of her clothes. I want to start hanging up her shirts because her shirts just get so wrinkled in her drawer. And we're going to kind of move stuff around where we store it. Tonight we have open house for Nate and Mark. Lucy's open house is tomorrow night. So Nate's in the same class he was last year, but he will have some different teachers. So we're going to go see his class, say hey to his teacher. She's amazing. And I need to drop off his EpiPen with the nurse. All of that should take not even that long because, like I said, he's in the same class as last year. It's not a whole lot to go over with the teacher or anything like that, but I do want him to get to, kind of get back in the school mode, see his room again, say hey to his teacher. I'm going to talk to his teacher about lunch because we have some new ideas for Nate for lunch that he seems open to. That's all I'm going to say about that right now. Just stay tuned. And then we're going to go to Mark's open house. And last year they did it differently. They've changed it up. Last year, you scheduled a time to meet with their teacher. They had 15-minute increments of when you could come sign up, and then you would get to talk to the teacher. They would give you all the forms and you could see the room, and then you would leave and then the next person would come. Well, this year they're doing it more like a big group, which I think will be good because Mark will get to kind of meet some of his friends maybe. Looking at his list, I don't think anyone from his preschool room is in his class this year. So he's a little bit nervous about it. So I'm hoping it'll kind of help. So tonight, the kindergarten boys all come at 5:30. They're going to have a little meeting in the gym with the principal and the parents and all that. And then we're going to go to his classroom and get to meet his teacher and see his class and all of that. So that will take up, the majority of our evening. I also need to get a meal plan in place because I've just been kind of flying by the seat of my pants. And honestly, I don't even know what sort of meal plan to make because it's going to be such a crazy week. Tomorrow morning, we are doing breakfast for the teachers at the school near our church. This is our third year to do it. And so I've got to help David prep that tonight. He's bringing home, last year we bought coffee, we bought coffee from a local coffee place. But to try to save a little bit of money, we're going to make our own coffee. So that means I've got to get creamers and get the big coffee pots set up and stuff like that. We're doing donuts, coffee. I've already bought some granola bars and we're doing fruit. None of that's hard, but it's just getting everything, making sure we have everything together, plates, napkins, tablecloths, all of that. And that is first thing tomorrow morning, at 7. I think we have to be there at 7 o'clock. I'm hoping to get to go with David and we'll just bring the kids. We're going to see how all that works out. So we're getting ready for that tomorrow. Then tomorrow night is Lucy's open house where she gets her schedule and sees what teachers she has. Wednesday, we have a big community outreach at our campus. We're doing Summer Splash, so we're going to have all kinds of water games and corn dogs from Sonic and slushes maybe from Sonic. We're still trying to coordinate that with them. And so that's all Wednesday night. And then Thursday morning is when the kids start school. So it's just boom, 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 boom. School's coming. So I'm what do I even plan for dinner? I mean, we'll be home tomorrow night, sort of, after Lucy's orientation or open house, we'll be home. Wednesday night, we'll probably just eat dinner at church because they're going to have corn dogs. And maybe I can bring some stuff for Nate. And then Thursday is school. And then here we are, back at the weekend. So anyway, I'm going to try to plan a few easy things. Make sure we have stuff. I need to do a big shopping trip for the kids' lunch stuff at some point. It's just, I don't even know how I'm going to get it all done. But the first thing I've got to do is get the house kind of put back together. There's stuff everywhere. Yeah. So y'all come hang out with me today. We're going to make it a good day. I still feel just tired, but yesterday was my rest day from Step Vet, so that means I'm back on it today. You get one rest day a week. And I didn't say this, Saturday, I didn't even have my phone on me the whole day. Once I hit my step goal, I kind of just picked it up here or there. I had over 12,000 steps registered on my phone, which means I had way more than that because I walked around a lot without my phone. So I hit my active goal, or my power day, whatever, not active. I hit my power day, which you're only supposed to do 2 a week. I did it 4 times yesterday, I can't even talk. I did it 4 times last week. I only had 2 regular active days, 4 power days, and then I got a rest day. So I much needed that rest day, but today it's back on it. I got to get my steps in. So anyway, I came out here with Layla to help just watch her while she went to the bathroom. She's been trying to eat grass and all kinds of stuff, and I don't want her stomach to get upset. So we're about to go back in. Y'all come hang out with me today. I've already had my coffee. I have not used my espresso machine in months, and then all of a sudden now I'm obsessed with it. So I made myself another iced latte with a protein shake, and I'm hoping that gives me the motivation to get moving. Get moving with our day. So y'all come hang out with me today. Let's all cross our fingers that Mark is going to get excited about his teacher and everything, and we don't have a repeat of last year, him being so emotional. This year he's riding the bus, and so there's just all of the feels. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous about the whole thing of him getting off the bus and having to walk in and find his teacher, and he's not going to know where to go. I know there's going to be people there to help him, but as a mom, I'm just like, oh, my baby. So anyway, we're going to all make it through this, y'all. Y'all come hang out with me today. If you're new around here, I just pull out my camera. It's like y'all are like my therapy through the day. I'll let you guys know how the day goes. I'll let you guys know what we do. But yeah, we're just going to spend the day together. So let's do it. All right, you guys. So, me and Lucy went through all of her clothes. We reorganized everything. I have 2 big garbage bags full of stuff that she doesn't want anymore or doesn't fit. So that was most of our morning. I've been doing laundry, just made the kids some lunch. We've been practicing with Mark eating out of his lunch box, his little BitGo box. He's going to start taking, I look crazy. I haven't gotten ready for the day yet. He's going to start taking to school. So he was very excited to practice with that today. I want to make sure he could open it. Sometimes it's kind of hard to open. He did great. Don't get too excited about Mark's lunches, y'all. They are going to be not very exciting. He's my very picky eater. But if you remember back if you were here a long time ago, when Nate was in kindergarten, I packed him pretty similar. He would eat goldfish, cereal bars, a few other things. And that's what I made him for lunch because that's all he would eat. That's kind of how Mark is going to be. So nothing super healthy. But last year, he had to eat lunch, at the school. It was law. It was the rules. And so he didn't eat at all. He would not eat their food. So he just went hungry all day. So at least now I know he's going to have something in his system. And I think I'm going to pack him some milk with his lunch every day. So I know that he's at least getting that. But that'll make me feel better that he's getting some lunch. Yeah, nothing else to report. David just went to the store and he put me on FaceTime so I could make sure we got everything we need for tomorrow for the breakfast. We have these big coffee pots that we're going to make the coffee in. Plus, we're going to use my coffee, smaller coffee pot and another smaller coffee pot and make it in that. So we're making coffee with all these different coffee pots to make enough for 75 teachers. So I'm going to have to wake up real early to start making coffee because the big pots take a long time to make. So I was talking to him. I'm like, why don't I get up early, help you prep everything? And I think I'm just going to keep the boys and Lucy maybe too. If she wants to go with David, she can go home because I'm just worried. We did find out that he's going to have a good number of people helping. And so I'm like, I don't think will be much help. I'll just be worried about the boys trying to run off, and Nate gets very excited in his school trying to find like the library. So I could just see him running off to that. So I think we're going to do the prep at home part, and then the people that are coming to serve can help serve. And I'm going to keep whatever kids want to stay with me, home with me tomorrow morning. I think that'll be a little bit easier than all of us trying to go at the same time. Because I was just picturing that's going to be kind of hard balancing hot coffee and kids and everything. But we're excited. Like I said, this is like our 3rd year to help the school out with breakfast for it's like teacher orientation or something. So we're going to have donuts, granola bars, fruit. I think I told you all this. Coffee. So we're just making sure we have everything. We have the cups, the plates, and napkins, and tablecloths, and all that stuff. So I think we're good on that end. I did make a little meal plan, and I want to go to Kroger because they have a couple things on sale, but the sale ends tomorrow, and I'm trying to figure out a time I can actually go to the store. I'd like to go to Kroger and Walmart and possibly Sam's, but I'm looking at our schedule, and I honestly don't know when I'm going to be able to go to the store. I could do a pickup, but I don't even know when to schedule the pickup because I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it. So even though I have a list made, sort of, and a meal plan going, I don't know when. I could do a delivery from Walmart. I may do that. But the pickup from Kroger, I just don't know. I don't know when I'm going to get that done. Tomorrow is going to be very busy as well. And then so is Wednesday. So we'll just see. If we get done with everything tonight, I may try to go to the store tonight. But I don't really want to. I hate going to the store later at night. I'm usually, I don't know. It's going to be a lot easier once the kids are in school for me to get errands done. Go to the grocery store, different stuff. When they're home, it's a little bit more difficult because I don't like doing big shopping trips with them. And anyway, it's 1:15. I've got like my last load of laundry. We've unpacked all the suitcases. So I've done a lot today. I think I'm going to take a little break, let my phone charge, and then I need to like get moving and get some steps. I'm over 2,000 steps, but I have a long way to go to get to 7,300, or at least 7,300. So I'll see you guys back in a little bit, and I need to get ready for the day before we leave to go to, I think we're going to try to go to Nate's open house first. So by like 4:30 or whatever, I need to be not looking like this. I'll see y'all later. So we're getting ready to go. It's been an interesting afternoon. I feel like my hair is so like frizzy or something. So right after I talked to y'all, like 1 something, our internet went out, and our like data on our, like my phone, even I can't Google anything, I can't check Facebook, I can't listen to a podcast, it's gone. I can't even text anyone, which is weird because I turned off iMessage and I'm able to call, so I should be able to text, but it's not going through to anybody. AT&T sent us, we have internet and cell phone through AT&T, and we've never had any problems with them, but they sent us a text. Actually, they sent David a text. They didn't even send me one, that said that they were upgrading some internet something or another, like to a faster service, and that our internet could be affected until like 11 p.m. tonight. I'm like, what? They said, we're going to keep track of the hours and credit you back and whatever else for like the loss of service. But I'm like, why couldn't they have warned us? Like, what if somebody was like in the middle of work or whatever? Nate was in the middle of watching something, and he has a hard time with it, like just being cut off like that with no warning. And so he's been very upset. He keeps asking me like to tell him what time it's coming back on. And we don't know. You know, I told him it could be any time between now and midnight. It may have to be tomorrow. And he's just so upset about it. So upset. So we've watched, we have like a DVD, he has a DVD player in his room, but he's, like I said, he's in this mode of what he was watching. And so getting him to watch something else, he won't. I put on a movie in the living room. The kids watched that for a little bit. We've tried to play, I've tried to get some steps in, but honestly, walking around without listening to something is so hard. Usually I listen to a podcast, or, you know, I'll listen to something on TV while I walk around the house, and silence and just my own brain is very difficult. So anyway, David should be home here in the next few minutes. It's like a little after 4. We're going to go up to Nate's school first, hopefully see his teacher real quick, drop off his EpiPen, get his schedule, and then we'll go to Mark's school because Mark's, we have to be there at a certain time. Like it's like a one-time thing. So Nate's is more of a drop-in. So if we have to, we can go to Nate's after Mark's. And then of course Lucy's is tomorrow. So at least we don't have everybody's today. I feel like, are y'all dirty? Maybe it's my camera being weird. So anyway, no internet, boring day. I got all my laundry done and put away, so that's good. I still need to wash sheets, but other than that, like all the clothes are clean, so that's great. And all the towels. So I did like I have this Longe straightener slash curler thing, and it works super great when my hair is shorter. When it's longer, it's a little bit harder to curl. It gives more like loose curls, which I don't hate, but it looks a little frizzy to me. I think it's just the weather and everything else. And this is the first time I'm wearing jeans all summer just because I don't want to go up to the school in shorts. But I just feel like it looks so, it just feels weird. Like these are a little bit baggy. I don't know. Like I'm just not loving the way it feels. But I can get through it for a couple hours. Anyway, I have no idea what we're gonna have for dinner because we are like out of groceries, and I have not placed an order. I was going to place a Walmart delivery order for either tonight or tomorrow, and then our internet went out. So I'm not sure what we'll do for dinner, but I need to go to the grocery store at some point. And David's bringing home all the coffee stuff, so I'm going to set that up tonight so that when we wake up in the morning, we just plug stuff in, push, brew or whatever. So, all right, we will see you guys after the open houses. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'm really worried about Mark because he's very upset about school starting. I think he just doesn't know what to expect. Like this is the first time he's ever had a new teacher, and preschool was a big adjustment for him, but we finally got it, and now we're switching it all up. Also, I have used the last little bit of my makeup. I took it out, like dug out any little bit that I could. So I've got to buy more foundation, and I can't decide whether to stick with this one. I really like the L'Oreal True Match, or whether to switch to something else. I kind of like switching it up, but then at the same time, I like this one a lot, so maybe I won't. I don't know. If you have a good foundation, drugstore foundation, a cheap but good foundation that comes in a light color and it's not too heavy on the skin, let me know, and maybe I'll try it out. But I do like the True Match. It's really good, and there's lots of shades. I'm in the C2, I think. It's cool light, and I like it has like a little pinkiness to it, which my skin does, as opposed to like there's one that's more yellowish undertone, and mine is definitely, like, you can tell, like I have pink skin. I have super pink skin. So we are gonna head out as soon as David gets here, and I will see you guys when we get home. All right, you guys, we are back home. We just got everybody to bed. It has been a long day, so I'm gonna just sit, and it's been a long day when I'm sitting in the floor of my bathroom to talk to y'all. And of course Layla is here too. Okay, so we went to Nate's open house, and it was so good to get to see his teacher. He has the same teacher as he had last year, for like, his home base kind of thing, and she kind of manages his day, and he goes out to other teachers as well. We got to see some of his friends. It was just so good. We just are so thankful for where he's at. Everybody loves him so much, and it was just such a blessing. And I did talk to her about school lunches, and we're gonna try some new things with him. And it's really cool because her room has a full kitchen, and that's where he eats with his friends in there. So anyway, more to come on that. Then we went to Mark's little open house, and we had like a meeting, like everybody together, where they gave some information out, and then we got to go meet his teachers. It was all the boys in his class, and they just looked like a deer in the headlights, and their teacher was going over stuff with them and stuff, and they all were just scared to death. Mark is just unsure. Like, he's had preschool. This is different. It's kindergarten, and it's a lot more I don't know, it's more structured, it seems like. I mean, preschool was too, but it just seems like they're treated more like big kids, And I don't know. He's gonna ride the bus, and so we've been going over that. He's just very unsure. Like, he's like, I don't even know how to get to my class. It's just a different area of the school. And I told him, like, there should be teachers helping you. They're awesome there, but it's just a lot of unknown. And he was a little bit, he's just a little bit emotional, which makes me feel like my heart's being ripped out. You know, he is gonna be riding the bus with Lucy, so that is wonderful. But like they are gonna get off at different, different schools. So I'm worried like when she gets off, he's gonna be really sad. But anyway, hopefully he will adjust. I know he will. Let's see. Then once we got done with all of that, it was like 6:30 at night, and David got a text message from, we finally, around 6:30, 7 o'clock, our phones started working again, and we were all talking to the different people at school, and everybody's phones was doing the same thing. So everyone was so annoyed. But anyway, once we left the school, we got a message from the manager at Sonic, who we're working with for our summer splash, the food there. They always are so great to us and help us out with food. They wanted to donate some waters for the teacher breakfast tomorrow, which is great. So we had to run over to Sonic, and it was one like kind of not the one closest to us. It was kind of a little bit of a drive to get to it. It's kind of over like where we go to church and not where we live. So we went over there and got like 5 cases of water from Sonic. I didn't even know Sonic had their own bottled water. Like it literally says Sonic on it. I always just get like their, ice water. But then it's like getting later and I'm like, let's just go get some dinner. I don't even know what I'm gonna cook. I haven't been to the grocery store. We're really trying not to eat out, but it's so late, and so I remembered that there's a Mexican restaurant that the kids like to go to that on Monday nights have $2.99 kids meals. I don't think anywhere does free ones anymore. Like some places near us will do like $1.99, $2.99, whatever, 99 cents sometimes. And so we went there, and Nate's actually still gets a kids meal there because it's like 13 and under or whatever. And so we got him a kids meal, Lucy a kids meal. I just got like this little appetizer bean and cheese thing. I like ate like 5 bites of it. I was not hungry at all. David finished it. He got like a bowl of soup, and the waitress was so sweet that we had all of our food came out besides Nate's, and she's like, this is ridiculous. Y'all shouldn't be having to wait this long. And we only waited maybe 5-ish, maybe 10, closer to 10 minutes for Nate's food, and he was fine. She's like, I'm so sorry. She kept apologizing, and I'm like, look, it is okay. He's fine. He's been eating chips, but it finally came out, and she's like, I'm not charging you for this. And I was like, you don't have to do that. She's like, no, you waited way too long. It's just gonna be on the house. So we ended up eating dinner for like, before tip, it was like $17. I'm like, what? That was so cheap. Because Mark just kind of eats a lot of chips there. Like there's not much at a Mexican restaurant. He likes my taco meat and beans, but pretty much nowhere else. So anyway, it was really cheap, and we left her a very good tip. But we did that, and then we've been wanting to take the kids for one more snow cone before the snow cone place closes for the season. And because that's something they all like. Nate likes a snow cone. Mark likes a snow cone. Of course, Lucy does too. And there was a snow cone that we've just been seeing advertised. It's called Strawberry Blonde. And David keeps saying, you've got to get that. It's the color of your hair. And so I was like, okay, so I'll get the Strawberry Blonde. It was so good. It was strawberry banana with cream. It was delicious. I'm like, okay, I love this one. Even if it wasn't called Strawberry Blonde, I would get it again. It was so good. Nate chose grape, which at first I was kind of surprised, but he loves grape juice. So I guess I'm not too surprised. Mark and Lucy both got tiger's blood, orange, and banana, like something really weird. So then we came home. By the time we came home, it's like, after 8 o'clock, got baths. Hi, Layla. Layla was very excited to see us because she's been home all this time. Yes, she's so sweet. And I set up all the coffee makers. We have the 2 big 40-cup, big percolators. I can't talk. So that's 40 cups each, which is like actual 8-ounce cups. I don't think it's like the cups we have for coffee is like 12 ounces. So 80 cups won't be enough probably for 75 teachers. It's hard to know. Like, are all of them going to drink coffee? Are they going to have more than 1 cup? It's hard to know. So we have 2 big percolators. I filled those up with water and coffee. I'm going to plug them in like as early as possible tomorrow. I'm gonna set my alarm for like 4:30 a.m. And then I have the coffee pot, just like a regular coffee pot from the church that we have, and then another coffee pot, which is our regular coffee pot. And I'm gonna have to brew several of those to fill up these big pump pots that we have. So between the pump pots and the percolators, I think we should have enough coffee for all the teachers. I'm gonna get up. I have the actual coffee pots programmed to go off at like 4:15 in the morning. So I think if I get up at like 4:30, 4:40, something like that, and plug in the big ones, it'll take sometimes like an hour for those things to brew because they're so big. Not always, but sometimes. So I want to give it plenty of time to brew. And David needs to leave here by like 6:15 to go get the donuts. He's got to go back to the church and get all the rest of the stuff. Like we have cups over there and plates over there and all that's at the church. So it's going to be a crazy early morning. And I'm already tired thinking about it. And then we're going to take the kids to the movies. I told y'all that. They're really excited. I told them about it today. I'm like, do you want to go to the movies? Yes, yes. Uh-huh. All right, sorry, guys. Marky needed one more hug. He was very sad at bedtime, and I think he's just like over emotional, like nerves and everything, and so he was just kind of sad, and so he's like, I'm okay now, I want to hug you. Okay, so he's all good. Like, please go to bed. What was I saying? Yeah, it's going to be an early morning and lots to do tomorrow. I'm trying to squeeze every last bit of summer. I am not ready for my kids to be gone from me all day. I am going to miss, like, I can't think about it or I'll start crying. I'm going to miss them so much. And summer just went by so fast. I love having them with me. Not enough to homeschool them because they love school so much. They do so well at school. But I do miss them. I do miss them so much. And I know it'll be good for me. I'll kind of get back into a routine. I'll get to go to the grocery store. Like, I still don't know when I'm going to go to the grocery store. Tomorrow's going to be crazy. Maybe tomorrow night after Lucy's open house, I might can go. It's just gonna be busy. And then Wednesdays you meet real busy with summer splash prep and everything. And then it's Thursday and it's their first day of school. Mark doesn't go on Friday because that's a girls only day for the first week. So I'll have to do something special with him on Friday on his last day home. But I'm all in the feels tonight. It's so hard to be a mom sometimes because like watching your kids grow is amazing. And it's wonderful and it's the most amazing thing ever, but it also like rips your heart out to see how big they are and how much they change every year. It's just like an 8th grader, a 6th grader, and a kindergartner. Like, how did we get here? You know, like how is this happening? I don't know. So anyway, if you're still watching, let's see, leave me some kind of taco or nacho emoji because that's what we had for dinner. And or if there's a snow cone, I don't know if there's a snow cone or not, leave something like that. I'm gonna go to bed before I start crying worse. I love you all so much. If you have kids, you know what it's like. Oh, it's just watching your babies grow up, man. It's hard. All right, I love you all so much. If you liked today's video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Definitely subscribe if you're new. I'm going to bed. I'll see y'all bright and early tomorrow. Bye.